guys, you're welcome to another beautiful episode of Thespian Better Talk. And of course, I remain your beautiful host, no other person but Miriam Better Mensa Festus, aka Thespian Better, no leave, no transfer. Yes, so now maybe that. Alright guys, first we want to appreciate God for making it possible for us to see another beautiful week of His mercy and His grace. All thanks to God our Father. And to our beautiful, loving children, we want to say happy Children's Day to you. Of course, we are all children. Yeah, so we all get our mamas and our papas. So that makes us also children. So happy Children's Day to us all. Actually, it was yesterday. I'm so sorry that it's coming up late. But then, every day is Children's Day. So we appreciate you all lovely children. May God richly bless you all. And of course, it's our prayers as parents that our children grows up to be great leaders of tomorrow, to be great children, to make us proud as parents. And I pray that these come into manifestations in the lives of our children in Jesus' name. Amen. Alright guys, once more I want to say and welcome you back again to another episode on Thespian Better Talk. And remember, our last episode, we promised we're going to have a parent in the house who's going to speak on the topic. And yes, here we are, our parent is in the house. Yeah, to enlighten us and educate us on the topic. Are African children still the leaders of tomorrow? Or you could probably say, are our children still the leaders of tomorrow? Alright guys, I want you to tighten up your seat belts because this topic has like a carry weight, and she really nailed it. Yes, carry book, carry paper ready because we're going to learn. We're going to hear from our mother and sister, if truly she believes our children are still the leaders of tomorrow. So we have in the house no other person but Mrs.Comfort Daniel. And over to you, my beautiful sister. I catch you over there.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you'll be listening to this video. My name is Comfort Daniel, and I'll be speaking. I know we all know the topic, but for repetition's sake, I'll be talking about our children still the leaders of tomorrow. Our children still the leaders of tomorrow. Definitely the answer is yes. Children will always be the leaders of tomorrow. Children remains the leaders of tomorrow. Why? Because a particular generation does not stay forever. Generation keeps going. Generation keeps coming. A child today will definitely be an adult tomorrow. I know this type of questions comes up because of what we see in our country today. But I feel the question should rather be, are we ready to make these children leaders of tomorrow? Because like I said before, a child today will definitely grow up one day to become an adult, and it is what was instilled in him, it is what was instilled in her that she or he is going to exhibit when he or she grows up to that position where he can lead, where she can lead. So I feel the question should rather be, are we parents, are we the adults of now, are we the generations of now ready to make these children the leaders that they are supposed to be? Every good leader out there comes from a home. So does a bad leader. Children are very quick to learn, especially from the things they see. They learn also from the things they hear. And sometimes these things they learn while growing up as a way of shaping their mindsets and making them who they later become as adults. And so, as parents, it's high time we start acting intentionally. Let's start acting like people that are aware of the fact that one day these children will become leaders of tomorrow. That one day this child under my custody will be in a position where he or she is leading. Stop telling that child to pray before sleeping while you come back eat, take your bath, and on the bed you are, off you go. Stop telling that child to be accountable while you cannot even give account of the money that was given to that child on her birthday. Stop telling that child to be truthful while you stand in the presence of that child to lie. These children, they are watching. Let's be intentional about instilling good values in our children, because whether we like it or not, children will always be leaders of tomorrow. Children remains the leaders of tomorrow, and it is what they have that they will give. A very big thank you to Better Thespian for having me on this platform. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, sis. And a very big thank you to every one of you who is listening to me. I hope you've learned one or two. Au revoir.
Alright guys, you're welcome back. I hope you had a nice time. I know you guys did. You don't even need to tell me, because me, I did. And once I do, I know my viewers also do. Okay guys, I really enjoyed the topic, and truly, like I said, I know you know in your heart of hearts that she nailed it. Like she gave it woto to you right there. So now, but before we proceed, I want to say, sis, thank you. Eshegon, thank you so much, my sister. God bless you. I really appreciate this. I really appreciate it. See, and I'm even supposed to tell you thank you, because it's not easy. I could actually hear baby crying in the background, like seeking your attention. Mommy, I need you, mommy, and stuff like that. Okay, sis. But since that's why that you're not distracted, you still, you still had our time, you still had to focus on us. God bless you. I better take care of my baby. Thank you so much, sis. I'm really appreciative for doing this with us. God bless you. All right, and we hope to have you again on subsequently on our episodes. God bless you again. All right, guys. Guys, what did you learn? Tell me, what did you learn? I learned a lot, actually. So now I got to understand that our leaders of tomorrow, our leaders presently rather, are the children of today. Okay, these are the children who grew up to be leaders today. Now, what is happening in our societies? Like, our leaders of today has nothing to write home about, because it's really like, I really do not know, because with the state at which things are bad in our societies today is really alarming and terrible. Okay, now, and terrifying. Yes, the high rate of corruption is really alarming, and it's something we have to work on. And I think the change we all come for begins with us. Now, I get to understand that now our children today, whatever they learn now, whatever the adults and leaders of today are doing, is actually from the foundation. And where is the foundation of the children? The foundation of the children starts with us parents. We are the foundation of the lives of our children. Like they say, charity begins at home. We are their foundation. Now, how did you build your foundation? So it's whatever children do now, whatever you do as parents, that is what children inculcate. That is what they learn. Okay, fine. I'll only give an instance now. I will give an instance of my little baby. Okay, she's almost 2 in a few weeks by God's grace, and normally I call her dad, babe, and now madam doesn't call me mommy, but call him daddy. She begins to call him babe, and I'll be like, hey, mommy, no, you don't call daddy babe, you call him daddy, and she'll be like, daddy. I say, yes, daddy. He said, okay, daddy. She calls him daddy, and then all of a sudden she remembers again, babe. Now, this is because, what am I trying to say? This is because she has heard us call ourselves babe. So it's what she sees us do or hears us say, that is what she learns. So now the foundation of our children today, for our children, begins with we parents. We shouldn't leave all the pressure to the teachers. I think majorly what the teachers do or should do is just to impact knowledge on them. Then we as parents, we impact morals on our children. Okay, quite all right. The children, okay, maybe the children err in school, and the teacher has the right to correct them. Like, not necessarily mean must flog them, but even if you want to flog them in a reasonable place. Okay, but then we the parents, for whatever attitude our children possess or act on, is because of due to what we accept as parents in the home. You can't see your child insult another child and say, are you mad, or are you mad? I will slap you, I will blow you, and stuff like that. And then you don't caution that child, or you don't spank that child. Or are you crazy, or stuff like that. I see some children, they insult themselves, they fight outside, they insult and all that, and you don't spank them, you don't caution them. What are you expecting? Is it when they grow up you intend to mold them? No. So spare the rod and spoil the child. Charity begins at home. So most of the morals begins with us, the parents. Whatever our leaders are doing today is because of what they have been grown to. Well, actually, at some point in time in life, we parents were going to leave our children because they are definitely going to go to school, the higher institution, boarding school, and all that, and all that. And then they begin to meet different persons and see different attitudes, and then begin to adjust. And then, because then they already have a mind of their own, so they have the freedom of their own now to do whatsoever they want to do. But then the foundation, if you lay a good foundation, that foundation will help them to have a good mind in their own. I don't know if I'm making sense. Okay, it will make them have a good mind of their own rather. So now, okay, for instance, I'll give an instance again. A time in Sunday school, I've been workers meeting in church, and they asked a question that you as a true believer, if for instance, the landlord, you as a child now to your parent, your landlord comes to the house, and your father or your mother tells him, yeah, go and answer the landlord, tell him I am not at home. And meanwhile, you as a parent, you are at home now, and the child, based on my daddy, I don't want to disappoint my daddy, that's what the child might know it's a lie. Okay, the child tells the landlord, my daddy is not at home. And the landlord, okay, when your dad comes, tell him I came. Okay, and he goes. Now, you just told a lie as a parent. You get that? You have broken something. You have pulled out something from that child, something negative from that child. And then tomorrow this child begins to lie and say, I have warned you, stop lying. Only liars go to hell. What do you expect? But you just told a lie. And the child tells you, but daddy, check the other day, you told me to tell landlord that you are not at home and you were inside. How do you defend that? How do you defend that as a parent? So now, whatever you do as a parent is what stands. The children are learning. You might think they are not watching. They are learning. Every step, every word that comes out of your mouth is being picked. Especially those sharp children. Because now, we're in computer age, and children are picking things. Any small thing like this, don't pick them. Just imagine my little one. I didn't sit her down and say, okay, mommy, be calling daddy babe. No. Or be calling me babe. She calls me babe. She calls her dad babe. So, but then I correct her. I'm mommy. Okay, I'm mommy. Daddy is daddy. Okay, and be like, okay. And then when she calls that, I tell her no. I correct her. So that she doesn't go with that mindset and goes out and start calling me babe outside. You understand? So now they are learning. I didn't teach her that. She learned it on her own. So you can imagine whatsoever discussion one can be saying or she sees outside, and she picks it. There are some words that she even says that I don't expect her to say at her age. I asked her something or whatever, and she be like, and she doesn't hear. She tell me, mommy, you say, and I be like, when did this one learn you say? I didn't teach her that. I didn't even know when I asked you say or you said. And you say, she learned it on her own. Probably she had heard me say that, She just learned it. So one, I have to be careful. Her dad has to be careful. We all have to be careful. So now this will show that the morals, whatsoever the children say or do, falls on us parents. We are the one who to handle them. So now whatever corruption, leaders looting money, people looting money and all that, and our leaders today, because maybe they've seen their parents do that, so maybe their parents have opportunity to save money for some community, and then they spend it and they come to harass their parents or whatever. The parents, they just learn all this. So now we're those old schools to give children the opportunity to work on some positions, like I said last week, like social prefect, head boys, all these positions that we tutor them, we groom them to be great leaders tomorrow. Let them have ideas of how to lead people, how to be great leaders. There's difference between to rule. Yeah, last week I made an error. I was supposed to say to lead, because there's difference to rule and to lead. Yes. So, but let's groom our children the right way so that they can be great leaders and good leaders. A good leader will show good examples, will lead them right. So all these positions will help them to have idea how it is to run a group of people, to run a community, to run a society, or to run a country. So please, let's share the responsibilities. Don't leave parents. Do not leave your responsibility for the teacher. And then when the teacher handles your child, you begin to cause problems or commotion and go on social media and begin to lay blames on schools or dragging the school or something, making the school shut down when you haven't handled or played your part as a parent. So yes, I stand that children are the leaders of tomorrow, but then the key to their success of being great leaders stands with you, the parents, we the parents, and the teachers as well, because you have to give them that idea on how to lead them right, to have an idea how to run. It's just like running a business. So they need to have an idea how to run a business successfully, how to lead the people successfully without hitches anywhere. So guys, that is it, and I hope you have learned a lot. You have known your responsibility as a parent, you have known your responsibility as a teacher, and also they say maybe only one person they train pikin. Now the whole society now get children, now they train the children. So to everybody, nobody gets pikin. Your neighbor pikin, now your pikin. They are your children. So when you see a child as a parent erring or doing something bad or whatsoever, please caution that child, discipline that child, talk to the child. Like I said last time, there are ways you approach children. Not all times you flog them, but sometimes some children, they take words of advice. That is what they accept. That is what changes them, word of advice. Some, what they accept is flogging. Yes, that's what changes them, flogging. Then scolding as well. So every child, you have to take your time to know what works for your child, and how to handle a particular child, the approach to that child. You have to have this wisdom on how to approach them to which works for them. Some parents, theirs is just to flog a child, flog. They don't know that flogging that child, sometimes the child gets used to the cane and sees, and maybe just to flog me, I beg you, make I do and after all they go still flog me. Do you understand? So as an elderly person or as a parent, you should know what works for a child. As a teacher, you should know what works for your children, for your words in school. Alright guys, so that is it for Thespian Better Talk, and of course I still remain your host, not the person, but Thespian Better. Not me even that. So guys, we want to catch you on our next episode on Thespian Better Talk, and next episode is promising to be a great one as well. Say there's never a dull moment on this show. So we are here to learn, we are here to change things in the society, because so many things have gone wrong. So we have to stand up, because change begins with us. So let us start somewhere to build a better tomorrow for our children and for our society at large. All right guys, so please, I beg of you, I need you to click on the subscription button, follow button, like, comment, and share my videos. Please, guys, I really bank on you guys to help me grow this page, which we are trying our best to do, and it can only come from you with your help. So thank you so much for believing in us on Thespian Better Stuff. Catch you next week on another episode on Thespian Better Stuff. Remember, I love you.
Unchangeable changer, you always make a way. Yes, you've made a way. You have done it again.